Okay, so I just saw John Dodson versus Marlon Moraes. This Brazilian guy. It was a great fight. You know, a few controversial things happened in this fight. Well, to start off the first round, right? Okay, so the first round, John Dodson gets a knockdown. I thought he was winning the fight. Marlon did have a few spots, a few great moments in that round, but I thought even if he took the even if forget about the points from the the groin kick, the eye poke, forget that. you know but John Dodson clearly outpointed Marlon in the first round, and he got a knockdown. Okay, and then then he gets groin kicked, he gets eye poked, and then he gets a little too emotional. In my opinion, he gets a little too emotional, and that's why I gave the second round to Marlon, because you know he, besides the takedown, the like kind of decent takedown, he kind of was weighing him down. Um, I feel like Marlon did more. Um, he had a little bit of his shots were better in that round. He did they did have a hit clash in the second round. Uh, John Dodson was, he had the right to get mad about it, but he was a little too emotional, and he was wasting too much of his energy on complaining a little bit too much for me. But Marlon barely got the second round. It was like I barely gave it to him just because he threw the cleaner shots. He reminds me a lot of Eddie Alvarez, but you know a little different. They look alike too. He does have the same trainer as Eddie Alvarez and Frankie Edgar too. But I thought he got the second round. Very slight though. Then in the third round, man, I was I was kind of give I kind of give it to me. For me, it was a draw. The third round, it was close. It was a close round. I it was a controversial fight. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought John Dodson was a little too emotional. He was hitting him a lot though. But at the same time, Marlon was coming forward and throwing those leg kicks. Uh, John Dodson was throwing leg kicks. They were both hitting each other in the head. They were throwing kicks. They were Marlon was throwing a lot of spinning moves in this fight. Spinning kicks in this fight. Um, so it can go either way in the third round for me, especially since and this is when I kind of give it to Marlon at this point. I kind of give it to Marlon just because he almost had a choke, and if he had like a few seconds left, he probably could have got the submission and become the first guy to submit John Dodson. But he John Dodson pretty much got saved by the bell in this fight. It was a very close fight in a very controversial fight just because of the headbutt. Just because of the groin kick and the eye poke and the you know uh guillotine choke. But that's pretty much it. It was a great fight. John Dodson is so fast. Marlon was way bigger than John Dodson. It looked like two different weight classes, completely two different weight classes. Um, yeah. So in that case, I guess I gave it to I guess the decision was right technically, but you can say it was a draw, or you can say John Dodson won. But I'm okay with this decision. Um, tad bit controversial fight, but I'm gonna see the next fights. All right, thanks for listening. Peace.